You're going to go off and give some speech. You're going to do a TEDx talk, and you're terrified of TEDx talks. You're terrified of doing public speaking. And then here you are on the TEDx stage, and you decided to go for it. And you get on stage, you stand on that red circle, and you just vomit everywhere and walk off stage. I'm pumped for you. Like, that's the best. Because you got up and you did it. Like, you did the thing that you were scared to do. I don't care about the results. When you tie yourself worth to the results, you lose. That means you play small for life, because you're only going to do things where you know you're going to get a result. Your environment right now is perfectly designed to keep you where you are. Your friends, your family, the people around you, your community, the TV shows you watch, all of it keeps you exactly where you are. And so if you want more, then you need to change some of your environment. You need to change that. I mean, we were talking before we went live here how you just came back from Toronto, went to see Robin Sharma, and invested into yourself. If you keep reading an hour a day for the next year, you're going to grow a lot between now and next year. And so I think mentors are super important. I tend to skew towards what I call aspirational mentors more than face-to-face mentors. So it's what I do with my YouTube channel. I make these videos every day profiling different successful people, and I learn from them. So I have, my mentors are Steve Jobs, or Kanye West, or Oprah Winfrey, Howard Schultz, A.P. Giannini, people that I haven't met or may never meet, but I learn from them. And I find that I learn best that way more than having somebody right in front of me. So either somebody who's had success who can meet you for coffee and talk about your problems, or learning from books and learning from videos and learning from shows and podcasts. I think it's important. I think it needs to be part of your daily routine. Otherwise, you're going to stay exactly where you are. Biggest thing is just consistency. I think people just don't stay consistent on something. I think people start a workout routine and then stop it. I think people start a podcast or a YouTube channel and then stop it. I think people start, whether it's listening to you and saying, hey, I'm going to read for an hour every morning and work on myself, and then they stop it. And they don't allow for the momentum to take charge and actually feel the benefits. I do regular, I call it Flex the X. It takes at least 18 days of consecutive habit or consecutive action to build a habit, at least 18 days. And so people don't often give it enough time. They'll try it for a week and then they drop it. Oh, it didn't work for me. Well, you didn't give it enough time. Like at least 18 days. It's the bare minimum. And so I have this calendar. I think I got one. I have this calendar here that I call Flex the X. And what it is it's 18 days, and I just X off every day that I do it. So you're flexing your X's as you check them off. And right now I'm doing keto diet for 18 days. And I'm on today's 11. And I'm doing it, right? I mean, like the next day you see that thing, that calendar in front of you, I want to put the X on it as well. So I think people know what they want to do. I think people know the habits they should be doing. They just don't give it enough time for it to be successful for them.
Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift bag for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift bag for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift bag for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift bag voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that.
When you are productive, when you're in the zone, if I gave you 5 hours of uninterrupted time, you could go and crush some major project in those 5 hours. We're just not giving ourselves the freedom to do it, and we're letting other people's demands and expectations on us take control of our life, and then you never accomplish the goals that you want. Start small. Just start small. Don't quit your job. Don't go all in. Don't take a huge mortgage out. Don't take on massive debt. Just start. Start small. You're thinking that, I love the big thoughts. You're thinking too big. You have your big dream that's amazing. Now you got to start acting small. Start today. If you're thinking about it, idea to action. Idea to action. Train yourself. You get an idea, you do something about it. Just start. I'm spending a lot more time on Instagram these days than I did before. I'm trying to build my audience there. but I use it not as a consumption tool, I use it as a creative tool. So I'm not just watching what other people are doing on Instagram. I'm trying to post, I'm trying to create, I'm trying to engage with my community. And so I think step one is, how do you use these tools? Because they're powerful tools. But if you're only using them consume and not create, then you're never creating anything. And what I like to do, which might be a little weird, is I have different days for different things. So I find that if you've ever been really busy, you feel like you've been busy all week, you've been working, and then Friday or Saturday you look back on your week and said, I was really busy, but what did I get done? Like, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything.
Yes.
It's probably because you're switching tasks too much. You're jumping from one thing to another thing to another thing, and then you don't actually get anything meaningful done because you're constantly being interrupted. So I like having different days for different things. So Monday is my mentoring day. So I have 24 people on my team, and I spend Monday mentoring them, guiding them, helping them. The whole day is working with them. I might be the single most important one person in the company, but combined, they all create way more value than I do as an individual. And so the more I spend helping them, grooming them, training them, being a leader for them, the more my company grows. So that's my Monday. Tuesday is my YouTube day. So we'll release 4 videos a day across all of our channels, and I need to make a lot of videos. And so I cram all of that into Tuesday. And here's the thing, I think with most people, and what I used to do, when I started making YouTube videos, I would do the setup for the video, and you know, you get the camera and you get the lights and you get your clothes done, and you know, what's left of the hair figured out, and you know, and just the mindset and just the bravado and the energy to go and record a video. And you do all that setup work, and then you record one video, and then you take it all down. But what I found was, if I just kept recording more videos, I could do another 4 or 5 videos in the time that it took me to do the first one. And that actually got better with more time. And so how I get massively productive is I cram all those similar tasks together. So Tuesday, I'll end up recording between 10 to 60 videos, depending on the day. We do one setup, and then boom, all day long I'm making YouTube videos. Wow. And I don't have to stress out about anything else because I block that time. Wednesday is my project day. So that is my free day to work on whatever I want to work on right now. So it's been my book. It's been my YouTube course that's coming up soon. Now it's back to my book because I'm on a deadline with my publisher. And when I'm writing my book, I couldn't do this interview with you. I can't bounce between energies. It takes me even, I mean, I don't even have a cell phone number. I've got a phone, but there's no number. Like, you can't physically call me and interrupt me, which is super weird, Doug. But if we did this, if I'm writing my book and then I did this and I went back to trying to write my book, it would take me another hour just to get back into the zone that I was in. And so I don't want to switch tasks, especially for really creative projects. Thursday becomes my public facing day. I'm naturally an introvert. That doesn't probably show up when I'm doing interviews like this or on my YouTube channel, but naturally I'm an introvert. Thursday is extrovert hat on. It's the entire day of interviews, podcasts, hangouts, workshops, one-on-ones with people. It's like whole day. It's 25 minutes on, 5-minute break, 25 minutes to the next person. And I like being a little bit early for the next person. So it's 25 minutes and then basically go up to the next person. And then I just carry that energy from one to the next, and next, and next, and next. What I found before was 25 minutes before a call or an interview or something with a client, you're not very productive. What are you doing? Because you know it's not enough time to do something productive. So you're on Facebook or Instagram or doing some small emails. I want to try to eliminate those things. And so I'm jumping from one to the next and next and next. And then Friday is my CEO day, which I focus on big projects to grow my company forward. Saturday, I bring this in my personal life too. It's not just a business strategy. Saturday is my fun day. So it's my day with my wife. She loves surprises and she loves food. I'm not a big foodie, but every Saturday I'll plan an entire day for us that always involves some new food that she hasn't tried before. And whether it's a festival or a movie or a hiking trip or something, where I'll plan the whole day for us. And then Sunday is our family admin day. So cleaning up the condo and doing the laundry and all this, going shopping and all the stuff you do as a family. but they're very defined days. And so what happens if you don't set that kind of structure, things bleed into each other, and you let the small things run your life instead of focusing on the big things that you want to take on. I believe that everybody has Michael Jordan level talent at something. I think everybody's a genius at something. Just most people are doing the wrong thing. Most people, one, either don't believe that they're great, or two, they know they're great at something, but they don't think they're going to crush it. And so instead of being the next great piano player, they become a doctor and then end up hating their life. And I think that's 95% of the world. I mean, I'm in Canada. It's definitely the most of North America. I'm assuming it's the same in South Africa. Like, people are, you're a genius. You're a genius. You can do amazing, great things. You can be the best in the world at something. And yet you're stuck doing stuff that you hate. And I think most people know that there's another gear. Most people know, they may not believe that they're a genius, but they know that they could be doing more than what they're doing right now. But they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to get to that step. And so that's my mission. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I try to create in every interview, in every piece of content that I put out, in every workshop that I do. That's what I'm trying to unlock in people, to recognize, one, like, you could be the greatest in the world at something, and you have to go and chase that thing down. Otherwise, you're going to be 95, look back on your life, and live the rest of your life in regret. And I don't want that to happen. Ego is just a fear. You're afraid of what people are going to say if you fail. You're afraid of doing something different. We care too much about what the people around us think. You could say, hey, I want to launch this show. I'm going to go and interview people. And some people might be supportive. Chances are nobody around you has done this before, which is scary. And there'd be other people who would look at it and say, what, you're not going to, who do you think you are? You can't do that. You're in South Africa. You think you're going to get these people to come on your show? And then that makes it really hard. It's hard to then go and create something amazing when everybody in your life is telling you that you can't. Or even if they are supportive, they don't know how to help you because they've never done it. And so that makes it difficult. You're afraid of failing in front of people. We're not afraid of failing. We're afraid of failing in front of people, right? You'll sing in the shower, but you won't sing on the street corner because of judgment. And so learning to attack that judgment, learning to attack that fear. Whenever I have a test, the heartbeat test, whenever your heart's going like this, boom, 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 you have to do it. Whatever that thing is, you have to do it. Even if it fails, great, expect to fail. Like, expect to fail, expect to suck at the beginning. It doesn't mean you suck as a human. It just means you haven't developed the skills yet, right? So how do you get the skills? You practice. Like, your first show better have sucked, right? And sure. If it doesn't suck, then you wasted time. Like, you should have started 5 years ago. If your first episode was fire, you should have started 5 years ago. So people expect to be great from the beginning, and then when they're not great, they feel like they suck, and so they stop, and then they stay inside their comfort zone forever. Where I say, expect to suck. Expect it. Like, if you're going to go off and give some speech, you're going to do a TEDx talk, and you're terrified of TEDx talks. You're terrified of doing public speaking. And then here you are on the TEDx stage, and you decided to go for it. And you get on stage, you stand on that red circle, and you just vomit everywhere and walk off stage. I'm pumped for you. Like, that's the best. Because you got up and you did it. Like, you did the thing that you were scared to do. I don't care about the results. When you tie your self-worth to the results, you lose. That means you play small for life, because you're only going to do things where you know you're going to get a result. But if you tie your self-worth to the effort that you went up and you did the scary thing, if you keep getting up and doing the scary thing, you will eventually get insane results. And so I think we have it all backwards. I think people, again, only value the results. And so then you stay within this really narrow band that's called your comfort zone, and you're too afraid to bounce out of it.
If you found value from this video on 8 Rules of Success by Evan Carmichael, I would suggest that you watch this video right next to me. That's the full interview on Evan Carmichael.